What is up? We're back. Stacks of Wax, Volume 3. It's that time of the day, time of the week, time of the month, time of the year again. It's that time. So, whether you remember or not, you might be a new viewer here. I was going through my record collection alphabetically and just kind of showing off what I've got. Maybe it's a special edition, limited pressing, or just maybe it's a record from a band that you've never even heard of. So, just trying to spread the music knowledge wealth to the greater good. So, I know I started and did this last time before I took this long hiatus on the channel itself, and I was getting through about the C's, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, but instead of starting from where I immediately left off, I'm going to go back and just talk about some pickups that I've gotten throughout the hiatus, so we can get back onto the same page and then continue alphabetically from there. So, going back to the A's, we are starting off with a little record, Adolescent, self-titled Adolescents. This is a repress. Some fantastic Los Angeles punk right here. This record is amazing. If you like punk, you need to listen to this if you haven't already. Starts off with I Hate Children. You get LA Girl, Kids of the Black Hole, Amoeba, which is their most well-known song by far. And when I ordered this record, I didn't even plan for this. But a nice little blue variant there. Looks real nice. It's a great record. Definitely worth checking out. It's usually really cheap on Amazon. I think when I got it, it was like $10.50. So if you see it, you like punk, this is definitely a record to give a spin for sure. And yeah, this is what the back cover looks like. The band all looking crazy. It's how it is. Great record. Please give it a listen. Next up, we're already jumping into the B's, and to kick off the B's, we've got another West Coast punk group. Look at this. Black Flag. Everything Went Black. It is previously unreleased Black Flag recordings from 1978 to 1981. This is just all of their old recordings, whether it be from different singers that they've had throughout the different eras of Black Flag, and it's more or less the same, give or take 10 to 12 tracks spread throughout this double LP, just with different vocal recordings, different production stylings, and, it's a lot of the same stuff, but if you're an early Black Flag fan, this is a must-have. Really, really great stuff here. It's divided up really well. In the back, you get all of Ray Pettibon's fantastic artwork. I mean, just one of the best punk artists of all time as far as visual art. And it's just on black vinyl. There's nothing really special about it. Double LP. Get a little cool design on this one right there. Yeah, this just really has all the old stuff. Still a great record. Not like a full-length release, not like My War or Damaged or, Slip It In or something like that. But it's a cool collection of all of their old tracks because, I mean, that, as great as some of the newer stuff is, some of the oldest stuff is some of their most raw and best hardcore punk that they've ever done. I should also mention that I have a ton of Black Flag singles, like 7 inches and stuff like that, but I'm not going to go over any of the 7 inches in these videos. I'm going to do some separate videos for that, just kind of run down my breakthrough. It's a lot of punk 7 inches, to be fair, but just run through all of those in a separate video at some point down the line, maybe make 2 or 3 videos out of it, because I do have a lot of 7 inches. But anyway, continuing on, we are already in the C's again, and this time with an ex-Black Flag member. It's the Circle Jerks. Group Sex. Really fun record. Personally, I like all of Circle Jerks' stuff. This is not my favorite of theirs, but I saw it in the record store one day and decided that I had to pick it up because it's pretty cheap. Nice little design on the back there. I really like the coloring on this record, especially the front. It just looks really neat how blotchy it is. And then this record, didn't know this came on colored vinyl either, but it does. A nice little maroon marble almost. Sounds really good. It's a great record. Definitely worth listening to if you enjoy West Coast punk. You've probably already heard of these guys before, but if not, it's worth a shot. I think you'd enjoy it, especially if you like the last 2 bands that we've had on here. So, next up, sticking with the C's, we have a bunch of Creepoid records here. You got Burner, you got self-titled, and you got an original Horse Heaven here. So the reason I have so much Creepoid, if you haven't seen my Stax of Wax Volume 2 where I go over Cemetery Highs where I slum by Creepoid, the reason that I actually took a long hiatus from this channel is because I ended up going on tour with two of the ex-members of Creepoid, one of which is my cousin and the other which is my cousin's wife. So they have a new band called Lovelorn, actually repping the shirt right now. So that's actually why I wasn't making videos for a long time, because I was on tour with them, and I was doing merch, video stuff for them, all that different stuff, and at the end they're nice enough to let me have a couple of their records here. And, you know, if you like shoegaze, a little bit heavier shoegaze, almost in a weird way like stoner rock, but just a little bit more laid back, this is the stuff for you, definitely. Got the Burner EP here, cool black and white split. And then self-titled, their second LP here. Good looking record here. And it also is on colored vinyl. This time it's on like a putrid, like dark green with these cool little colors inside. Really, really is a good looking record, that's for sure. They totally knew how to press their stuff on good looking vinyl. And this is off of No Idea Records. And then finally, their debut record, Horse Heaven here. This is a pretty cool one. It's just standard black vinyl, but that is because this is a record from their last ever show. They did these, they repressed the original record of it, so this is technically an original, just a repress of the original and not a color variant, which they have out there. And they're also numbered, there it is, numbered 40 out of 111. So it's, you know, pretty neat, gotta admit. It's cool stuff. Creepoid, if you like shoegaze, they're totally worth checking out. Not only to support one of my family members, or two of my family members for that matter, but, you know, for the love of looking at new music. This is a great little band. They're no longer, have since broken up, but you can still share their music whenever you want. Now to one of 2018's best releases, Daughters, You Won't Get What You Want. Really, really fantastic industrial rock record. Gatefold, all black, and then this cool white blotch on the back there. Yeah, I mean, this record kills, man. I mean, it's frightening, it's horribly scary, but it's badass. And it comes on, I think this is the London Fog one. There are two variants, I can't remember which one this is, or what color is which, because they both looked really similar. But if you like industrial rock, if you like scaring yourself during this spooky season of Halloween here in October, Daughters, definitely worth checking out this record. First rap album of this episode. Wow, no rap that entire time, just a lot of punk stuff. We've got Earl Sweatshirt, Some Rap Songs, another 2018 release, one of my favorites last year. This record, experimental hip-hop, I guess that's the best way I could kind of put it. Just a fantastic, just utterly amazing record. Earl kills it, not only with his lyrics, but with his bars. And his production on this thing is just eclectic. It really clicks really well in a strange and unique way. Just standard black vinyl, nothing crazy here. It's just the normal edition. I believe there was I don't know if it was a limited edition vinyl or just a limited edition release with like all this extra stuff that comes with it, but I just got this in the record store a couple months ago. I wasn't going to pre-order it. I didn't know what I was getting into, but great record nonetheless. You probably heard it. If you hasn't, go listen. We got a soundtrack here. Meet Eddie Vedder's Into the Wild soundtrack. This is probably my favorite movie of all time. I've seen that many stages of my life, and every single time that I see it, it gives me a new insight or it evokes a new emotion inside of me. And really, it's just such an incredible movie, and it also helps that Eddie Vedder does the soundtrack for it. Great soundtrack. You open up the gatefold here, it's the bus from the movie. Beautiful skies on the back. Very folk rock. It's pretty much just the solo stuff that Eddie Vedder would be doing. And it also comes with this amazing picture book here. Images from the movie, along with the lyrics that would go with each song here. Really, really good looking stuff here. The cinematography in this film is fantastic. And once again, just standard black vinyl. Nothing crazy on this one. But if you like Eddie Vedder, if you like Pearl Jam, A, see the movie. B, listen to the soundtrack. Alright, to round out the end, because I'm trying to stick to around 10 records. I know I went over this time by a little bit, but you know, makes it easier for me. We can take our time through this, do this every other week. We're into the E's again, still in the E's. E's. Explosions in the sky. All of a sudden I miss everyone. The Wilderness. You know, great records, great post-rock records. Austin-based band. Always sounded good. I've always put out good projects. I'm still trying to get my hands on a couple more, but I'm waiting because there's certain variants that I would like to be buying, as opposed to just the standard black, especially when it comes to The Earth Is Not a Cold and Dead Place. There are a couple variants that I would love to get of that. But really, really well packaged. Plus, I mean, the artwork on these are just unreal. I don't know the artist's name who does it. I used to know. But gatefold, looks great. Tracks on the back. Standard black vinyl. Nothing real special about it in that sense, except, let's see here. There it is. Except that the front cover is actually etched onto the back of this record. Hopefully you can see that there, or else I look like an idiot. But yeah, really cool etching on the back of this one. There's also an etching on the back of the Wilderness one too, but this one's kind of a pain to really be opening it up. So I'll kind of give a rundown, but you get the gist. Always like, even though I would like this to just be a single LP so I don't have to deal with flipping it all the time, I do appreciate that going with the double LP, that it decided to do something cool with that last little space as opposed to just really stretching out the songs on each side. So yeah, the Wilderness, same thing, goes here. Incredibly well packaged. Got a protector here, a little shield. Great looking design on the front. Really love all the lines, all the colors, the way they intersect. And if I can open it up correctly, this opens up into like a giant poster type thing inside the record. Man, they really do a great job when they package these things. Every single one of them, from what I can tell, has this level of care put into it. And I really appreciate that. So yeah, once again, standard black. Cool etching on the fourth side of the second disc, or the second side of the second disc, fourth disc total. But yeah, that about does it. That is my episode this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you stick around, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and look out for more A, Forever Spinnings, B, some Stax of wax. And I'm going to be starting up So You're Interested in again in a short period of time. I just got to get ahead of myself and write some scripts down. So, in the meantime, go live your life. Go listen to some of these records if you haven't already. Or if you have, why not go listen to it again? It's the beauty of it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Keep it forever spinning.